This morning, I met the man who started the fire. He did something terrible. But then, so did I. I left him. And now he may be dead. I can see him clearly, exactly as he was this morning, sitting beneath the ancient tree, his eyes blue as a summer sky. The man I left to die was never the type to come to the Café Neon for a Greek coffee and bougatsa. He kept himself to himself, so I'd only ever greet him in passing, usually as he walked from his massive villa down to the sea, and I went up to the top of the mountain with Rosalie, our greyhound. Even then he hardly made any effort. He smiled with distracted eyes and didn't bother to say a word. He was a property developer who had moved here from the city. None of us in the village liked him that much, even before the fire. And we have been justified, really. Was it Aristotle who said that man is a political animal? Not that we are all born to take an active interest in party politics, but it is in our nature to live in a polis, a community. So, as a joke, we called this guy Mr. Monk, because he seemed to live like the monks in the monastery in Olympia, except that he was rich and very well dressed. I can't even remember his real name. In mythology, Zeus gave Hermes 2 gifts for humankind: shame and justice. When Hermes asked if he should distribute these gifts to some and not others, Zeus said no. Every single person should possess these gifts, so that they could all learn to live together. Even in the distant past, people understood the importance of community, so they infused their stories with these morals. Zeus even said to Hermes that if someone was without a sense of shame or justice when doing wrong, they should be put to death by their community. But that was centuries ago, and we've come a long way since then, right? Mr. Monk stole the world. At least the part of the world that I call my own. He obliterated beautiful mornings. For many years, I was in the habit of waking early as the sun rose over the firs. I'd open the window, summer or winter, to take in their smell, to watch them stand so tall and silent. In the winter, they appeared like ghosts through the fog, and in the spring, they were green and fresh and bright, and heather bloomed by the thousands in their shadows. In the summer, light fell upon them so peacefully. At such an early hour, everything was soft and harmless. I used to make a cup of tea and stand for a while, looking out of the window. My husband was nearly always still asleep. He was the type to work into the night. Only the birds could be heard, nothing else. Autumn was my favourite season. The way the trees looked like flames upon the hill, and the air was crisp. I loved sensing the coming cold, the whisper of it on the wind. He took all this, the man who started the fire. The point is that Mr. Monk lacked humanity